You guys, this is history. What you've done, what is shown.
You guys have built a platform that influences.
It's the world's most dangerous morning show.
Wake up, Breakfast Club.
DJ Envy.
Every play of my record, I made it.
Charlamagne the God.
The God will get you.
What made you think that your liking of controversial questions would take his part?
I like this show.
Breakfast Club.
This is my favorite show.
Wake that ass up. Breakfast Club is on.
Good morning, USA.
Yo, 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 yo.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Friday.
Yes, it's Friday. The weekend is here.
We are here, man. Another day to serve. I feel blessed, black, and highly favored, and I am extremely grateful. Gratitude is my attitude that this is our last day as a duo.
Yes.
We had to be a duo for the past, about a year.
Yeah.
It's been about a year, exactly.
Yep.
I don't know if it's been 365 days exactly.
But it's been about a year.
When did we come back from vacation last year?
About January 10th.
Oh, yeah. So it's definitely been over a year, okay? Because Jess officially joins the Breakfast Club this Monday.
That's right, February 5th.
Breakfast Club Dynasty continues, baby.
That is right.
That's right.
You know, and let me salute to a restaurant in New York City called Tatiana's. All right, now Tatiana's is a restaurant. Last night was my wife's birthday. Yesterday was my wife's birthday, so we went out to eat, and we went to this restaurant called Tatiana. The chef, his name is Kwame Uwachi. I know I said his name wrong, but he infuses African and Caribbean food together. And when I say such an amazing place, I had such a good time. I've been hearing so much about this restaurant. I just haven't had a chance to get. I know sometimes reservations was hard, so we finally got a reservation. When I say the food was so damn good, I just want to salute him. I know a lot of times we don't talk about some of our black chefs, but when I say his food was amazing, the restaurant was amazing, had such a great time. The vibe was wonderful. And I just want to shout him out. I know he won Top Chef season 13 because I had to do my homework after I went home. And he's opening another restaurant in Washington, D.C. And the restaurant he's opening in Restaurant D.C. is a hotel owned by our country's first black woman billionaire. Her name is Sheila Johnson. Yeah, Sheila Johnson owns the hotel, and he's actually having a restaurant in there as well in D.C. So if you ever get a chance and you're in New York City, try to get a reservation for Tatiana. Such a good band. I mean, it was so good.
What, did you bring some for us? You telling us how good it is? People in Charleston, South Carolina would like to taste it. People in Miami, Florida would like to taste it. People in Houston, Texas would like to taste it. People in Savannah, Georgia would like to taste it.
Well, that's what I'm
you
telling
New Yorkers only think about yourself.
No,
Did you bring some for everybody? Did you bring some for everybody? No.
So
Tell
when
us.
they
Did you
come
bring some
to
for
New York
everybody?
or if they go to D.C., they got to try that restaurant. It's a dope restaurant. It's funny, when I was pulling up, a couple, they were just leaving. They listen to the Breakfast Club every morning. Salute to them. They from Queens. I just want to say salute. They was like, yo, you got to try this. You got to try that. It was that type of vibe. Everybody was just so cool. It just felt like if you ever been to the motherland and you try some of the, when you go out there, you try African food. It tasted just like that.
What part of Africa?
I've been to so many different parts.
What part, though?
South Africa. I've been to so many parts.
So what part does it taste like?
South Africa.
South Africa. Okay.
Yeah, but it was such a dope experience. So if you get a chance, definitely check them out. You know, I ran into in there last night too. I seen Michael B. Jordan was in there eating as well. I ran into him last night. So.
With a white woman?
No, he was not with a white woman. You ass.
It's not an ass. I just asked the question.
He's doing the HBCU Classic tonight out in Jersey, where he brings all.
Don't you bring no white women to no HBCU Classic?
Yo, shut up, man.
Now, don't you do that now.
No, man.
After Umar's watching.
Yo, shut up, man. He brings all the HBCUs together, and they do like a big tournament. I know Hampton plays Howard. So many different schools play each other. It's his way of shining light on some of the HBCUs. So I'm gonna be DJing the Classic tonight. But I did run into him there last night. But anyway. Let's get the show cracking.
Man, Keenan? We got it. Yes, Keenan Thompson will be here today. He's got a new book, When I Was Your Age,
That's
Life
right.
Lessons, Funny Stories, and Questionable Parenting Advice from a Professional Clown.
That's
Longest running cast member on SNL. Overall, great guy. Keenan will be here with us this morning.
Yeah, we're going to talk to him in a little bit. And then also, we got front page news, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
That's what I'm talking about. What's the point of that?
What's that?
Hey, like Taylor's, first of all, Taylor's.
Good morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Taylor's one of our producers.
Right.
Much older than she likes to act.
She's
okay,
stupid.
she's just short. All right, but she wants to be like these kids. So she's like, send me the deets. What the hell is the deets?
It's details.
Okay, say details. Why is it so hard to say details? We just had this conversation earlier this week. Okay, some words don't need to be shortened. It's 2 syllables. Details.
Deets.
Details.
Deets.
Send me the deets.
What's
that a vegetable or fruit? What do you mean deets?
vegetable.
That's not like beets.
Oh, my goodness. Good morning, Tez.
Good morning.
Let's get in some front page news. Now, the NBA All-Star rosters has been released and the reserves as well. People are saying that Victor Wembanyama is not an All-Star. But I think he's putting up All-Star numbers, isn't he?
I wouldn't say he's putting up All-Star numbers. He's definitely on track to be Rookie of the Year. He should be.
Yeah.
All-Star? I don't know if he's an All-Star.
I don't know. Him and Lively, I think, are doing great as rookies. But people are saying that he should have been an All-Star. But
he's averaging, what, 20? I'm looking at it now. He's averaging 20 points, 10 rebounds.
That's All-Star.
He's not an All-Star.
20 points, 10 rebounds
Nah,
as a rookie?
He's not an All-Star yet.
That's an All-Star.
Nah, he's a super solid rookie. He's not an All-Star.
I'm sure there's some people on this list that are not averaging 20 and 10.
I doubt that.
All right. Well, what up, Tez?
What's going on, DJ MV, Charlamagne the God?
Peace.
All right. Now, we sending an RIP to Joe Madison.
Yeah, yesterday was the first day of Black History, and one man for sure that left us a lot of Black history is the radio host and activist Joe Madison. He passed away at 74. Now, he hosted a show on Sirius XM called The Black Eagle, where he championed human rights and civil rights. In his over 40-year career, he collected a series of impressive accolades and awards, including being inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame in 2019. But one of my favorite parts about his career is how he was an activist. He climbed the ranks of NAACP, being Detroit's youngest chapter leader at age 24, to eventually becoming the national political director and finally serving on the nation's oldest civil rights organization board for 14 years. Now, tributes came in from everyone. President Biden, Vice President Harris tweeted this. She said that he aligned his platform with a purpose, and through his decade-long career in radio, he championed the fight for equality and justice. Our nation is better because of his voice. President Biden also said that although he's no longer with us, we hope you join in the fight to fight for injustice. But what I loved about Mr. Madison, and I'm sure a lot of people agree, is he was known for not holding back on the radio. Take a listen.
Mr. Joe Madison, how you doing this morning?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I think you need to work on your attitude. You got a bad attitude.
And I think you ought to kiss my ass. How's that for an attitude? First of all, I don't need you telling me what my attitude is. I'm really pissed off at what I'm hearing when I see stupid-ass people who want to be president of the United States, that hasn't done a damn thing, can't do anything, who is xenophobic, racist. But here's my attitude towards you. I'm a grown-ass man, brother. And if I want... Hey, you hear me talking? Hey, kid, pot his ass down. And by the way, I'm in charge of this show. I don't wake up in the morning worrying about what you think. Do you understand me? Are we clear?
Yes,
Good.
sir.
All right.
About what we think.
I don't give a damn about what you think. Are you stupid or something? Do me a favor. Just keep listening.
Dad? Sounds like my dad. Sounds like every black father. I love it. I love it.
Rest in peace, Joe Madison.
Rest in peace, Joe Madison.
My type of radio personality. You know what I'm saying? He definitely used this platform to be of service. So salute to that brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my grandfather loved Mr. Madison. When you said it sounded like grandfather.
Sound like grandpa and pops. That's what my pops said. Kiss my ass.
That's right. My grandfather literally passed away watching. He was in the hospital and watching him on TV literally at the moment, that he passed away. So I'm sure he has a lot of questions for him now if they have a chance to meet on the other side. But yeah, my type of personality. So rest in peace to Mr. Joe Madison. Remember, he did that hunger strike for 74 days. He just did a lot. Remember, I think we talked about it here. Mm-hmm. We just did a lot as far as his activism. He did a lot of marathons, and I think he was in the Guinness Book World of Records for raising money on air.
Love it.
So just you remember that, just a lot. He's just done a lot in radio, very long time in the game.
I remember he did the hunger strike. He did the hunger strike for voting rights.
Voting rights. Mm-hmm.
So he never ate, because that never happened.
Yeah. 74 days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that is front page news. What do we talk about next hour, Tez?
Yeah, next hour I want to give you an update on the How Many Stops Act. It did pass, and also Ron DeSantis, he's sending Florida National Guard to Texas. So he's dipping in Texas business and sending, I guess, Florida tax dollars to do it. So we'll talk about it.
All right, we'll talk about that next hour. But right now, everybody, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, it's a Friday, so whatever you need to talk about or discuss, we are here. 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Deborah.
Hey, Deborah. Good morning. Where you calling from?
Suffolk, Virginia.
Hey, Virginia. 757?
Yes, sir.
How you feeling this morning? Get it off your chest.
I'm feeling fine. I just want to come to with y'all on your conversation that y'all have in the morning.
Huh?
I just want to compliment y'all on the conversations that you have in the morning.
Oh, thank you very much, man. We appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Which ones do you like?
Well, you was talking about those the rappers that gave a worker $5,000, and then y'all talked about the appreciation of custodial workers and people that clean and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
All right.
And I want to tell if you could send my daughter some books because she loves to read.
We'll get your address right now. I'll send her a whole pack. I got some good stuff up here. I got Tamika Mallory, State of Emergency. I got Anita Kopak, Shallow Waters. I got Doug Melville, Invisible General. I'll send her an advanced copy of My Black Country by Alice Randall. Those are all books off my book imprint, Black Privilege Publishing. I'll send her some good stuff.
You're so sweet.
Yep, we do that right now. We got
hold
you.
on. We'll get your address, right?
And don't keep her on hold forever either now, like y'all be doing.
She's on line one. Hello, who's this?
What's up, MB? This is Kassan from Detroit. Good morning. Happy Friday.
Kassan, what up, though? Get it off your chest.
Man, Envy, I'm tired of these young, able-bodied people that's out here begging for money. Yesterday, this is just one example. Yesterday, I'm at the gas station. It's this guy in the gas station begging for money, talking about he's trying to get a room across the street. And I'm just like, God, go to work. And I don't think people understand that nobody really wants to work. I mean, there's people out here that love their careers and want to go to work. But for most of us 9 to 5 people, a lot of the times, most of the time probably, it's a drag to get up. But we force ourselves to do it to handle our responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, if you love your job, though, it's not work. If you love what you do, it's not work. So that's not for everybody. Some people actually do love what they do. Like, we love what we do.
But Kassan, I will say different.
I agree.
I will say you don't know that man's. You don't know what that man just went through. He might have just lost his job. You know what I mean? He might have just fell on hard times. So you don't know. You know, it's easy to say that these young, able-bodied people could just get a job, but he might have just lost a job and now he was down to his last. You know what I mean?
I agree, Envy, and I'm not saying that that's his story necessarily. It just made me think of this. But let me tell you this: one time, I'm at the gas station again, not the same one. But so this guy, he's begging for money. He's probably younger than me at the time. I'm probably 25. He's probably 22.
Hey,
so I'm like, well, my job is hiring. I can run and get you a job application because I don't stay that far from my job. And you can put my name on it for a recommendation. He tells me, no, I'm waiting on my check to come through. He's waiting on the disability check he's trying to clear. And I'm just like, oh, I mean, I understand. I don't know what the disability is or anything, but a lot of these people out here just don't want to work.
That's true.
I mean, that is true. But because there is a lot of jobs out there that they could be working, but they choose not to. You know what I mean? But also, a lot of people don't want to have to work 2 and 3 jobs to make ends meet either. Mm-hmm. You know? But I understand what you're saying. I agree. I can see both sides.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning, DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, it's DJ Lord Gio from Newburgh.
Hey, what's up, brother? Get it off your chest.
What's going on? I just wanted to talk about, man, Envy, why is there so much gatekeeping in the DJ community, man?
What you mean?
It's something simple, as you ask somebody, hey, where'd you get that mix from? Where's that song from? Where is this from? Man, I don't know, man. Envy sent it to me personally. Something like that. When you know Envy didn't send it to you, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Stuff like that, man, just irks me, especially in my community where we have little kids, well, not little kids, teenagers. Newburgh's, pretty bad area where some of these kids, they just want to get away. So I try to give them, hard drives and stuff like that to keep them off the street so they have music and things like that. But people just want to gatekeep with certain music and don't want to help out, the youngest to keep the DJ community going.
No, I think the DJ community actually got a lot better. When I was coming up, there was a lot of people not helping each other, not wanting to talk and discuss certain things. But I think that's changed a lot. What do you need?
I know, just just to help the young kids. I mean, they don't have all the resources. Like I said, when I was younger, before I bought anything of any equipment, I did my research. I was on YouTube. I was trying to talk to the DJs, stuff like that. I was young. But nowadays, it seems like everybody just want to hold everything to themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the people you're talking to. I mean, I mentor a lot of DJs and help them out. And, you know, I'll be honest with you, they put me on the new music. You know, I help them out with whatever they need. So, I mean, you're just talking to the wrong people. There's a lot of DJs out there that will support and help you. Hit me on the DM. So if you ever need anything, you know, I got your contact, and you can always hit me as well. You know, I support and I love my DJs.
All right, thank you very much.
Salute to everybody in Newburgh, too, man. Got mad love for Newburgh. That's the home of Partisan Fontaine.
That's right. Hello, who's this?
Hello?
Hey, what's your name?
Oh, my God, hi. It's Shawnee.
Hey, Shawnee, get it off your chest.
How you doing? I wanted first to say good morning.
Good morning.
And I listen to y'all every day. I even remember the 10 seconds y'all were on in Seattle, like, probably 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah, we was on in Seattle for a little moment. You're right.
For like 10 seconds.
Yep. I said about 12. It was about 12.
Yeah, about 12.
But I was calling, I just wanted to raise awareness. February is Heart Month, and today is actually National Wear Red Day. And I just wanted to give a shout out. I am actually a heart mom. My baby was born with a congenital heart defect, and he had to spend the first 3 months of his life in the hospital. He had 4 surgeries in 5 months. But he turns 2 next week, and he's doing amazing, and I'm so proud of him. But going through that journey, like, it's so many heart babies, people don't realize 1 in 10 babies are impacted by congenital heart disease. And Black babies are a lot of those ones. So I just want to raise awareness for that. And just shout out to my baby. Happy birthday to my little Juju bead.
Happy born day to little Juju bead. And thank you too. You know, we are aware that it is Heart Awareness Month. You know, Dr. Joseph Puma, he's a good friend of ours. He has a facility called Soaring Medical. And, you know, they do
heart scans.
The Soaring Heart Scan. So, you know, they do your cardiology, cardiovascular disease, all of that type of stuff. So he'll be up here at some point.
That's right.
This month to talk about it, probably next week.
I just also want to encourage people, if you can, like, donate to your local children's hospital, you know, the Ronald McDonald House charities. When we were in the hospital, like, it was such a hard time, but they, like, really tried to make it easy. They gave us meals and cards to get gas in the car and all that kind of stuff. So I just really encourage people, if you can, like, donate to those funds. The Children's Hospital, Ronald McDonald House, American Heart Association, all those things. And I just want to shout out my baby's Instagram. It's at Drew Kingston, and Drew is with a J, J-R-U-E Kingston.
Thank you.
Instagram. And I got his whole story on there.
Thank you, Shawnee.
Thank you.
And you know what? I got so many toys. You know, my kids outgrow toys, and I ain't having no more babies. But that's a good thing that I could do with the toys. I could definitely give them to the Ronald McDonald House and the Children's Hospital, so that way when children do have to go to the hospital, they do have toys to play with it and things to do while they're in there. I mean, I got puzzles, I got books, I got so many toys that's just sitting there. So yeah, I definitely will talk to my wife, and we'll do that this weekend. Thank you. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, you can hit us up. Now, when we come back, we got your rumor report. Now, 2 R&B kings got into it yesterday. We'll tell you all about it. And when I say got into it, fist fighting. Jesus Christ. All right. We'll get to it next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. I hate this place.
Why? I love it here.
I hate this place.
This is our last day as a duo, baby. Just Hilarious will be here on Monday. I can't wait. You hear me?
You don't love me no more?
Nah, we just had, you know, it's better with a trio.
It's a trio, not a trio.
What I said, man. Leave me alone, man. I'm tired of y'all acting like I can't talk and y'all know I can't.
Morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's start off with Wendy Williams.
Rumor has it. Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Yes. Right. Now, there's a documentary coming out on February 24th and February 25th. All right, the documentary is called Where is Wendy Williams? Let's play a little bit of the trailer, please.
She was put in front of a judge and given a guardian. That was when they took her away from us.
I have no money, and I'm going to tell you something. If it happens to me, it could happen to you.
As her family, we were all sitting on the sidelines watching, and she was crying out for help.
Did you drink this whole thing today?
Keep it there.
Okay.
Keep it there.
My mom, she always talks about how she wants to work, but I feel as though she's worked enough.
She has people around who are yes people and allowing this to continue.
This is all too much.
I think she's losing memory. Have you guys noticed that?
How dare him?
Anybody could look at her and tell this is not just alcohol. There's something more going on.
I immediately prayed for Wendy after I watched that. And I don't understand why they got the camera in that woman's face. For what?
Obviously.
Y'all taking advantage of the dysfunction. Why do you want to document somebody's just downfall? Basically,
it seems like she needs the money, and she probably got paid to do this documentary. If she says she has no money, she's not doing radio, she's not doing her TV show.
How do we know she's getting the money? If you hear people in the documentary, I think it was her son saying that it's people around her taking advantage of her. How do we know she's even getting the money? How do we know somebody just didn't go do this deal? And you hear somebody else say that she's losing memory. So how do we know that she even knows that she's in the right frame of mind to even know what she's doing?
Well, if her son
how do we
is
know
involved,
that money getting to her?
If her family's involved, you would hope she's getting the money, right?
Yeah, you would hope so. I don't know. I genuinely feel compassion for her. I do. Cause I worked with her for 3 years. Mm-hmm. That's how I even ended up in New York City.
Right.
From Columbia, South. I was doing radio in Columbia, South Carolina at the time. People know that story, but I'm just saying it's just like, I genuinely do feel sorry for her, and also because the level of miserable that y'all seeing now, a lot of us saw that way back in the day. It's just clearly gotten worse. Only thing I would tell folks is don't laugh at Wendy. Learn. Mm-hmm. It's a cautionary tale, and she says that in the trailer. She says if it can happen to me. It can happen to anybody.
That's right. How old is Wendy? She's in the 60s?
No, boy.
50s? I think upper 50s?
You about to say high 50s.
I'm about to say high 50s.
It's the temperature. I'm going to start saying that about people's age. Yeah, in they high 70s.
High 70s.
Like it's hot outside or something.
But maybe she's not.
She's 59. She'll be 60 this year.
Well, I said 60s. He goes, no, hell no, boy. She's 59.
I didn't realize it.
But the reason I say she's 59, she hopefully she will get a second shot at this thing called the music industry and entertainment world. Why not?
No. Why not? At this point, that should be the least of anybody's concern.
Well, after she gets help, if she does need help.
Her son said it in the doc. If you watch the whole 2-minute trailer, her son said she talks about wanting to work all the time. He said, I think she's worked enough. She needs peace. That's what she needs to spend the rest of her life trying to do. Find peace.
Yeah, but
not just with herself, but you want to you hope for forgiveness. You know what I mean? You hope if you've done any wrongs, you can make them right in this moment.
But maybe she can do that in the entertainment world. Maybe she can get back to what she does because that's what she enjoys. It seems like that kept her alive.
It don't sound like she need to be in front of nobody camera to me. It don't look like she need to be in front of nobody camera to me. That's just my personal opinion.
All right. Well,
and I also just want to tell y'all, for all of y'all that want to be the next Wendy Williams, just know, oftentimes that style of broadcasting does not end well. That's just the truth to the matter.
That's right.
Sometimes
we've seen it numerous times.
Listen, you say what you want. Sometimes that energy you put out, it does come back to you in a lot of ways.
That's right.
So you just got to know that. Know the whole totality of things. That's why I like watching, the OGs that have come before us, because you really get to see the whole totality of how things play out. You can see the things they did right. You can see the things they did wrong. And it is very important to know how your plane is going to land. So many people's planes are landing and the wheels are not coming out.
Oh, they
are
no
crashing.
At all.
Okay.
All right, well, let's keep it moving. Jacquees and Trey Songz. It seems like they got into an altercation. They're both out in Dubai, and Jacquees posted this about a couple hours ago.
I want the world to know this ass Trey Songz is a period. This is a bro. This came in the club talking about you talking about for a ass. Then you come outside the club and swing on your little brother. You's a Chris Brown the GOAT. You's a brother. About a that ain't even my You talking about that's with these the workers? You talking about people that came with these? Hey man, you ass, you a and I don't give a if you tell anybody anything about what we text you. Put the message on there, bro. You ass. You can never come around me. You.
What is happening? I want to tell y'all something. If we got to bleep that much, don't play the damn clip. What the hell's wrong with y'all as producers in this building? Who put you up to this?
Well,
I don't even know what the hell's going on.
Well,
Jacquees
and Trey Songz.
I'm old, I need details. I need every word almost to understand what's going on nowadays. And y'all just gonna bleep that thing like that?
Bleep, 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 bleep. Well, Jacquees and Trey Songz were in Dubai. They got into a fight and altercation. Allegedly, Jacquees is saying Trey Songz ripped out his hair during a tussle.
And y'all had to bleep that? You had to bleep that? Y'all couldn't play that for me?
So I just hope that these brothers understand that they are in Dubai, and the laws in Dubai are a lot different than the laws in America. And I want those brothers to get back here safely.
No, none of us care, because all of us of a certain age couldn't even understand what was going on because there was too many bleeps. So we don't even care. What's happening?
All right. Well, lastly, Juvenile
There's more?
Yeah, this is something else. Juvenile calls out the Lovers and Friends Festival. This is what he said.
Oh, man, here we go again, man. These cats at Lovers and Friends. Whoever in charge of Lovers and Friends, man, y'all doing bad business, man. Y'all done put my name on the flyer, and y'all know y'all ain't sent me no deposit, ain't sent me no bread or nothing. Keep on playing games, talking about y'all gonna get back at me. Look, y'all playing games with the wrong motherfucker, man. If y'all gonna book me, y'all not gonna book me, take my name off y'all flyer. I ain't got no problem with that. I could do something else with my time. I ain't tripping. But don't put my name on y'all flyers if y'all know y'all ain't paid me no money. That's up.
4 bleeps. That's all it was. And I understood everything that Juvenile said just now. And I even know what word was bleeped because of the way, the context of how he was using it. That's how you talk. Okay? Stop putting people on flyers if you ain't sending them they front end and you ain't secured the business the way you're supposed to.
That's right.
Period.
All
see?
right.
Yeah, you see? 4 bleeps.
Well, Mace recently asked to be removed from the lineup. The Dream and Mary J. Blige also confirmed they will be not performing. So this is the 4th artist. So we'll see. Lovers and Friends got to get it together.
Well, they got enough people on that tour.
Yeah,
so
right,
if they lose a few, they'll be fine.
All right. And that is your rumor report. Now, when we come back, we got front page news. Teslin Figueroa will be joining us. And Keenan Thompson will be here. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. What up, Tiz?
What's going on? Happy Friday, DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy.
Peace, Ted.
Let's jump right into it. Let's talk Mayor Adams.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier this week. A lot of different opinions about this on the How Many Stops Act, and I wanted to give you an update on that. Now, Mayor Adams vetoed the bill, and the latest update is NYC City Council voted in favor of overriding the mayor's veto, 42-9. Take a listen.
Come July, NYPD officers will be required to log basic info about every civilian they stop for low-level encounters known as Level 1 stops, such as a search for a missing person. Councilmember Yusef Salam said it will bring generational change to the justice system. He and 4 other Black and Latino men were falsely accused and convicted of raping a white jogger in Central Park in 1989.
If these laws were in place in 1989, I vote aye.
Of the 51 council members, 42 voted in favor of the bill, saying it will prevent racial profiling. A federal monitor overseeing the NYPD stop and frisk tactics last year found 97% of people stopped were Black or Hispanic.
Now, opponents say that reporting Level 1 stops, which are classified as non-criminal encounters, will slow down response time and take away from policing on the city streets. Here is how Democrats and Republicans voted on the law in their opinion. Take a listen.
Several Democrats even voted in favor who had not previously.
Where people had to reconsider how their experiences are drastically different than some of their colleagues of color.
All the Republicans on the council voted against it.
We must also acknowledge the small increments in administrative tasks that can have cascading effects on our already stretched resources.
It's asking them to do more while they have less.
In a statement, the Police Benevolent Association said this will contribute to rising 911 response times and diminish police presence in neighborhoods.
So Mayor Adams, who's obviously a Democrat, he did not support this bill. So this is still, up to a lot of people have a lot of opinions on this.
All right, well, let's jump right to Ron DeSantis.
No problem. Ron DeSantis, he is deploying state and National Guard to Texas border. Yesterday, he announced he is deploying the Florida State Guard to support Texas during its ongoing feud with federal officials at Eagle Pass. Now, it's unclear what the troops will be doing when they arrive in Texas, but the move is to send troops that comes after Governor Greg Abbott has defied federal authorities in the border community, claiming he's protecting his state from invasion. Here's a little bit of what Ron DeSantis had to say at a press conference.
Biden has the authority to close this border today if he wanted to. He lacks the will to get the job done. He lacks the capacity to see the problem for what it is and to get the job done. And so the American people are basically left scrambling and they're left to have to deal with this all on their own.
These guys are just better at the political thing than Democrats are, man. Like literally. Like the border is going to be a huge issue come election time, and that's why Republicans don't want to work with Democrats to fix it, because they don't want the Biden administration to get any credit for fixing it. And if I was the Biden administration, if I was Democrats right now, and if I was also Republicans who don't rock with Trump, I would be letting everybody know the reason the border isn't getting fixed is because of Donald Trump. He literally told Republicans not to do the deal that Biden has laid out. He's the shadow president. He literally told Republicans not to do the deal, and some Republicans are listening. That's insane to me.
Yeah, well, that's how it goes. I mean, it certainly is insane, but again, you got to run on something. You know, everybody on the campaign has to run on something. They're running on immigration. The Democrats are running on abortion, so he's not going to give him those political points to score. Is it wrong? Yeah, but is that how politics campaigns work? Yep.
Absolutely.
They had an opportunity to fix the border when they had control of the House and Senate. So now you've given this ball for Republicans to run with, and 25 Republican governors, including DeSantis, are publicly supporting Abbott. But this is going past just support. They're saying we're willing to even put troops on the ground for you. I mean, this is just...
Who are the troops supposed to fight, though? Aren't the troops fighting other federal authorities?
But they think this is important enough to send to put some action behind, put some walk behind the talk.
Isn't that like a mini civil war?
Well, they say they want to come help with the invasion.
That's crazy. Jesus Christ.
But it's more of it's just like when they dropped the migrants off at VP Harris's house. And this is a statement. They want to let you know we're going to come together as governors. We're not just going to talk about it, but we're actually going to do something about it and make a political statement so that it can get into the news and continue to push what they believe on immigration and run on it.
Well, after they put it on the floor and Republicans vote against it, I hope the Democrats immediately pivot to let folks know what is actually the problem. And the problem is the fact that Donald Trump, the shadow president, jumped out there and told Republicans don't do the deal. Like,
is he really the shadow president? Or he's making it pretty known. He's not hiding in the shadow.
I mean, he's the shadow president because he's not the official president, but he's he's definitely controlling things in the GOP.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, that's why you got to have something to run on, and that's what they're doing on every level. Again, guys, it's not just running for president; it's every level: governor, state rep, state senate. All of the GOP will be running on immigration. So
yeah, I don't respect any politician who puts politics over the people, but that's majority of them.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, I guess you don't have no respect for no politician.
Exactly. By exact words, exactly. Yes,
that's
right.
Exactly it.
All right. Well, that is Front Page News. Thank you, Tiz.
Absolutely.
Well, make sure you subscribe to Tesla Figaro, Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network, and follow at Tesla Figaro on all social media platforms.
All right. Now, when we come back, Keenan Thompson will be joining us. Of course, comedian, from Saturday Night Live. And of course, he has a new book, When I Was Your Age, Life Lessons, Funny Stories, and Questionable Parenting Advice from a Professional Clown. We're going to talk to Keenan when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Everybody, it's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
The legendary
Keenan Thompson, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
Oh, man, thank you very much. Good morning, my brothers. How y'all feeling?
How you feeling, man? We good.
Man, we checking in, man. Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month. How you feeling for real, my brother? How you feeling? Like, what's your energy like?
Great. My energy is great, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we having another good season over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's 49, about to be the 50th.
Word.
It's getting real over there, man. That 50th celebration, I think, is going to be big. Last time at the 40th was a lot of people. So,
and you got a new book out. When I Was Your Age,
I should have brought the book.
I wanted to hit just to have it propped up.
I'm slipping. My bad.
When I Was Your Age, Life Lessons, Funny Stories, and Questionable Parenting Advice from a Professional Clown. Yeah. First of all, what made you want to write a book? Because you always have been a very private person.
Yeah, it's the longest title ever.
It is.
I just felt it was time, like a lot of people, I guess, in my position, a lot of my heroes have written books. You know what I'm saying? You got 7, right?
2. Yeah. Working on the 3rd.
So, and people approached me. I was just trying to, make sure I had enough to talk about for like people that actually read books, and luckily I worked with a great collaborator, Dibs Bear, shout out, and yeah, we put together a pretty good book from what I'm hearing. Like the people that have read it seem to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like 300 pages or nothing, which was kind of strange. I'm like, damn, that's my life story. Like
that's it. That's all I got.
That's all I got. But it has definitely been, a really cool thing to share with the world, and tell my story, tell my parents' story, siblings. You know what I'm saying? And like let people, you know, kind of know the real me, the origin story kind of thing that I don't necessarily get to tell on, you know, talk shows and stuff like that, because you usually want to just talk about the current thing you're there to promote or whatever. So yeah, it was a cool experience.
Explain the long ass title, because there's a lot there.
Yeah. You know, it's just like, I guess I've been doing it for so long that I had, you know, a lot to kind of display, you know what I'm saying? So I had to kind of explain what my position is in this world so far in a capturing kind of title, and kind of tell people like what the book is, so they want to grab it and read it, you know what I mean? And like that's probably why the title is so lengthy, but you know, there's also some comedy there, because yeah, it is so long. And yeah, the good wordage of like being a professional clown and stuff like that, you know, like I take that really seriously. Like, I'm an actor, you know, so like when I'm clowning around, it's usually for hire kind of thing. You know, I'm as you can see, like my demeanor is pretty level. You say like I don't really even be getting stressed out, or my demeanor doesn't change much. But yeah, big Taurus energy over here, you know what I'm saying? And like,
but you don't seem hard-headed though. Most Tauruses I know hard-headed.
I get stubborn about when I think I'm right.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm very go with the flow kind of thing.
Do your kids take you serious, or they always see daddy as the clown and the joke and the laughter?
I'm the clown, and I'm definitely in their way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in their way for having fun or whatever they want to do. Like, you know, when they around their friends, they don't want, you know, old daddies around them, you know? So they definitely think they funnier than me, and they probably are. Like, they definitely, like, make me laugh. But that's that dynamic. You know, you could be, you know, Michael Jordan's son and think that your dad just only plays basketball as opposed to being Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You know?
You got a chapter titled called "I'm Glad I Went Broke." When did that happen? You've been working since at least 94.
Yeah. Like, I've been blessed to continue working, but yeah, I had a bad accountant, and it came to the light around 99, like around 2000, which was really bad timing, because that's right when I left my consistent gig, you know what I'm saying? So then I went into being an adult actor for hire, and that is very hit and miss. So there was some good jobs, like I did Felicity, that was cool, and I got to meet J.J. Abrams when he was young, you know what I'm saying? And that's like a priceless kind of a friendship, I would say, just because he's grown to be, you know, such a major force in the industry. But it was like 6 months until Love Don't Cost a Thing, you know what I mean? I was happy to get Love Don't Cost a Thing. It was my brother Nick's movie.
Nick Cannon.
We had
Christina
a rap party
Milian.
at my house, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah.
At your
that's what's
house?
up. Yeah. I was renting this house that had a bunch of space or whatever, but we was young, so it was like, yeah, move all the furniture to the side and let's just, you know, throw a party and like invite everybody kind of thing back in those days. So that was fun, but it was still broke. You know what I mean? Like, just money enough for the rent kind of thing. And yeah, that, you know, the accountant was dirty, and I ended up not letting that be the end all be all of what my life is going to be. So I just, you know, moved back to Cali and continued.
How much did the accountant get you for?
$1.5 million, something like that. I mean, that was, you know, my contractual like deal at the time or whatever. But
for Good Burger?
For like overall Nickelodeon existence. Yeah, for a few years or whatever. And then, yeah, I never saw none of it.
So you that ain't funny. You walked away from
that ain't funny. You laughing over there. You over there about to tear.
No, that ain't funny. So you walked away from Nickelodeon, the overall deal. You didn't age out.
It was just up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We didn't feel like we wanted to continue. Like, Keenan and Kel to college, but like we couldn't figure it out basically. And we were just like, I think we should just go figure out what it looks like for us to be adult performers for the world. And it was just like reproving grounds. It was almost like starting over, you know, because like everybody wanted to treat us like kids or keep us in a category or whatever, and we just had to like learn how to prove ourselves. And for me, you know, SNL was the biggest bridge, you know, as far as like adults taking me seriously as an adult, because we were already grown, you know, we was in our 20s, you know, so we didn't want to be like 30 years old still trying to play a kid on Nickelodeon. And yeah, the timing of that was just crazy. So it was a couple years of like, man, I don't know about this whole like, you know, one job here, one job there, like every few months kind of thing, because the bills come, you know what I mean, every month, no matter what. Thank God life goes in a cycle. So when I was feeling down, I would get a gig, and that would like, you know, start trending upward, and then, you know, trending further upward from Love Don't Cost a Thing to Barbershop 2, you know what I mean? And then Barbershop 2 left there and like went to audition for SNL. Like,
do you remember that when you auditioned and they called you back and said you got the part? Do you remember that?
1,000,000%, because it was a long process. You know what I'm saying? Like, came to New York straight from Chicago, from shooting barbershop, like feeling great or whatever, and then seeing what you up against. And it was every black comic you could even possibly think of, right? So I had to do stand up at the Stand Up New York. I had never done stand up before. It was a nightmare. And then I saw Kale, and I hadn't seen him in a while, you know what I'm saying, like at the audition. And that was awkward. But it was like, you know, good luck, or whatever. And then I did 3 minutes of something terrible because I wasn't a stand-up comic. I didn't know how to address the crowd at all. I think I just started with...
So that was part of the audition. You had to do stand-up?
Yeah.
So you walked out there and was like, hi.
My name is... I said hi. I think I just went right into like Al Sharpton or something, like talking to Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I mean?
What?
Just like like a kid in his own room, basically, like playing in the mirror kind of thing. And yeah, it didn't go well, but they saw something and I got a call back and they were like, all right, we want you to try one more time at the Laugh Factory. I was like, more stand up, you know what I mean? And it was a terrible night for me because the other 4 people were actually stand ups, you know what I mean? And they were killing JB Smoove, Finesse Mitchell, you know what I mean? D-Ray.
Oh,
like,
man.
it was, you know, it was a lineup and they was destroying. And then I went up there and did my little and like.
Where were you? Were you first? Were you fourth? Were you second?
I was last.
Oh.
Yeah.
You went after D-Ray, JB, and Finesse Mitchell?
Jesus Christ.
Yep. And Kyle Groom. And like
Kyle Grooms too?
Yeah. I think Kyle, but I know Kyle was in New York, but I think he was in LA too. But I know I went last after a bunch of brilliant comics. And I was so nervous, man. I was drinking out the sink because that was the bathroom and like the bar was over there. So I didn't want to like go back and forth, you know what I mean? Like interrupt or anything like that.
So you really wanted to kill it, but you couldn't get to it.
You know, but I was so nervous. Like I was just like, man, I can't quench my thirst. I'm drinking water.
New York water back then was, I'm sure
I'm like filling it up with the sink water and like still, and I was just like crazy nervous. But
did you get booed?
I didn't get booed. So that was, you know, definitely not a dagger. Because if I would have got booed, I don't even know if I would have wanted the job because I would have felt like I didn't deserve it. But then after that, they called the next day. And then I think they called on a Saturday and I was in New York on Monday.
And now you're the longest running cast member.
All right, we got more with Keenan Thompson. When we come back, don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Keenan Thompson. His book, When I Was Your Age, Life Lessons, Funny Stories, and Questionable Parenting Advice from a Professional Clown is out right now. Keenan's here. Charlamagne?
Is SNL going to go on after 50? I remember when I interviewed you on my late night show, you said you think you should end it at 50.
I mean, I thought it would be a good number to stop at if that was the case, but I don't think it is. I think they're going to keep it running. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make a difference if it winds up stopping at 72. Like, it doesn't really matter, but 50, it just felt like such a good package. It's like, you know, here's 50 years of SNL, Time Warner, you know what I mean? Sell that around the clock or whatever. DVDs, this, that, and the other. It's just a nice round number. Like, if they get to 100, great. If they get to 200, you know what I mean? Incredible. It doesn't really matter, but I've never seen a TV show outside of like a game show or a soap opera go past 30 years, you know, 20 years. Like, that's just crazy. So I didn't really know how long it was going to take. And then if dude was going to retire, you know, after that year.
Lorne Michaels?
Yeah, it might be, you know, it might be smart to pause it or something like that. But at the same time, Tina can do it. I can do it.
Tina Fey.
Know, yeah, Steve Higgins can. There's a lot of people that can keep it going. It's just, will it have the same support? You know, like budget-wise kind of thing. Like, if you slash the budget, it's a completely different show, and then that's not fair to whoever's in that chair. So it's up to them. You know what I'm saying? But from what I'm hearing, I think it's probably going to continue.
Did you ever feel like you didn't have support of the culture, the community? You know, because starting off as a new culture, any black comedian that's on Saturday Night Live, they always say, oh, he's a token black, or he's not that funny. It's like the hate comes first. Did you ever feel that?
Yeah, and anytime I do something that's, you know, pushing boundaries or anything like that, there's a lot of pushback, you know? So I definitely felt like the majority of black people weren't like, yo, Saturday Night Live is my show. You know what I mean? It just felt like, oh, you on that white show. You know what I mean? When people talk to you about it. But, you know, I took that and was like, all right, well, if that's how y'all feel, you must not really know, you know, kind of the history of the show and who's really come out of there. You know what I'm saying? And it's just as much our show as anybody else's kind of thing because, you know, we have the biggest star probably in movie history probably coming out there. Yeah, you know?
Yeah, I've never heard people say that there's token blacks on SNL. It just was always, there wasn't enough black people on SNL.
It was, you know, one at a time for a while, you know.
Because the black people they have are black.
Yeah.
Eddie didn't try not to be black. Tracy Morgan didn't try not to be black. Like, they went for it.
No, I don't think Tracy can help himself.
No, Tracy can help.
You know? But yeah, that was part of the conversation that I was talking about when it was time to get more black women in the show. You know, it's just like my quote that was heavily misquoted or whatever, was just the fact that, you know, the pool to choose from isn't large.
I don't even remember the quote.
The quote that they say I said was that, you know, black women ain't funny, but that's not what I said. It was like...
That's better, though. That's a good one.
That one goes viral.
No,
that one goes over.
You need that. You got to think about the person writing the story.
Black women ain't funny. Like, no.
Keenan Thompson says black women ain't funny.
You know, that's basically how they blasted me, like, for a while. And, you know, Leslie was mad. Like, before she met me, she was like, let that motherfucker come over here and I'll burn his ass up. First of all, I didn't say that. And when we first met, you know, that was clarified in 2 seconds because, you know, when you meet me, you know I'm not outside the culture like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't disrespect my black women at all. You know, like, because, like, how would my mother look at me? How would my sister look at me? My cousins, my this, that, and my that. I'm not an idiot, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not detached from the world either like that. You know what I'm saying? So I would never say something so egregious. But my point was, yeah, man, like this, I'm sure there's small, low numbers, you know, in those improv houses, wherever they might be. So if I'm wrong, let me be wrong. But I don't think I am because I've been in the business a long time and I go to shows a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I be looking, you know, and I look back on history. Like when you watch Chris Farley in his Second City days or whatever, and you look at the background of his performance, it was Tim Meadows. It wasn't like it was Tim Meadows and there's Kevin and there's Joe and there's this, that, and they all black and together and only Tim got the shot. It was just Tim Meadows there, you know what I'm saying? That was it. You know, you got to look towards the positive, and the positive is it did open the doors for some people, you know, even if it was, you know, me having to be the scapegoat or whatever. So I can't be mad at it.
How much longer?
I can be, but you know, God got a plan.
How much longer does Keenan want to do SNL?
I mean, I don't know. That question continues to vary. You know, like it all kind of starts depending on like what the kids want to do and where the kids want to be, and like how much more time can I spend with them if possible. And also, like, are people getting tired of my moves? You know what I'm saying? Like, are people getting tired of seeing me on the show all the time and stuff like that? So it also is a long schedule and takes up most of the year kind of thing. So, you know, it might be time for, like, to make room for other opportunities at the same time. But I want to see that 50th, at least.
You know, when you watch things that happen, do you have an opinion, or as in, do you care, or is it the first thing a sketch, right? So Shannon Sharp, Cat Williams, right? He's going crazy. Are you thinking, oh, this is a sketch and this is how I'm going to break it down? Or are you thinking, damn, why is he going at so many people?
Well, some things are obviously going to be a sketch. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, this is definitely going to be a sketch. Only because, like, Cat Williams is a good impression. You know what I mean? Shannon Sharp is a good impression. And this is definitely a moment that everybody has seen, right? So it's going to be like, you know, whoever's first to get the sketch up, basically, at that point. There's a lot of nighttime shows that could have done it, you know what I mean, or whatever. But when we do it, it's on a different level because, like, our departments are crazy. Like, our wig department, our wardrobe, you know what I mean, our sets, like
the audience,
the whole team, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, the whole team is, like, on super duper point because they've been doing it for forever. And they take it serious. They love it. You know what I mean? It's a family, like a generational kind of family that work there. So, yeah, when I saw that, I was like, we're doing this for sure. I wish we weren't on break. And everybody was texting me like, I know y'all about to do this weekend. I'm like, man, we off for another week and a half, bro. And everybody's like, oh, my God, we got to wait. But shout out to Ego, man. You know what I mean? She was able to, like, get it and, like, yeah, they destroyed it. And I was eating it up because it was entertaining. Like, the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, snap. You know, he's spilling everything, you know, and I was enjoying it that way. And then, of course, Elder started chiming in, and like when Dave chimed in, like, why you painting us with such a, you know, why you painting dirty, ugly pictures of us or whatever. It's like, all right, I gotta calm down and you know what I'm saying? Like, take that into mind, the fact that the bigger picture is we are supposed to be pushing uphill together kind of thing. And it was like, all right, well, maybe we shouldn't be lashing out or throwing each other under the bus or whatever. But at first I was like, oh, I love this. You know,
as a comedian, is that something you would want to get mentioned in? Would you want Cat to say your name?
Nah, I don't want to be in nobody I don't want to be in nobody drama at all. You know what I'm saying? Especially, like, you know, the topics that they were discussing. I'm like, I could be on the wrong side of this at any given moment if they want to mention me. But my perspective on that, in my mind, doesn't have me on the wrong side of it, but people have their opinion.
You might be a plant to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you go from Good Burger to SNL and be there for 20 years?
You know, like that's his opinion on that, and it's dismissive, unfortunately, of, you know, like Kevin's been showing up to work all this time. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, even if he was like planning and being like, all right, here's a movie for you, he had to still do that movie. He had to show up to this. You know what I mean? Like, and like,
don't say that, Keenan. Even if he was planning.
Like, even,
he wasn't planning.
Even if he was just given an opportunity that doesn't come as easy to others, say it like that. You know what I'm saying? He still had to take it and run with it. You know what I mean? And do all the stand-up and do all the other TV shows, movies, and this, that, and the other, and like continue his track of professionalism. So like, industry plants, unfortunately, dismisses the work ethic of an individual.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
And I want to shout out to two black men who first put Kevin in movies, Damon Dash and Russ Parr. Two black men put Kevin in his first project.
Was that Soul Plane?
Nah, before Soul Plane, it was Paper Soldiers. Paper Soldiers.
Okay.
And Russ Parr put him in something too, but I can't remember the name of it. But they were the first two people to put him in movies.
Shout out to Dame, shout out to Russ, man.
That's right.
Yeah, man, like, anybody that's giving you a leg up in this business, like, shout them out the whole time, you know?
All right, we got more with Keenan Thompson when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Keenan Thompson.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, do you make a phone call when you're about to do a skit or do something about somebody you know? Something happens to somebody that you F with.
I should, but I don't. No.
So they see
I just take it like,
damn.
You know.
So you got those calls before, like, bro.
Oh, yeah, Steve Harvey didn't love it. You know? He didn't love it at first.
What don't say?
Yeah.
What do you say?
He was just like, watch yourself, you know, because
hey, watch yourself.
Yeah, like he's a grown man from the streets of Cleveland. Or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Shaker
like,
Heights.
He's just a big guy, you know, and like, he comes from like the knuckle up generation where you had to really get out there and get it in the cold, working at factories or whatever he did, you know. But yeah, at first he was like, hey, little rerun, watch yourself. I was like, all right.
He called you rerun?
Yeah.
No, man.
So he called you or you ran into him?
He would say it on his show, he would say it on the radio and stuff like that. So I would like eventually like call in and be like, hey man, you good? Once we did like an interview or something like that. But whenever I would speak to him, it was always love, you know what I'm saying? But I just think, you know, he had to like make his stance kind of known for his audience.
Hey, little
I ain't really playing with, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, Steve's also been another mentor because we were on his show back in the day and he gave me a lot of game, basically, about just growing up and not treating the business so young just because you young, you know? There's a lot of like adults out here that's working really hard that's got like real problems when they go home, or like, you know, life is serious enough so you can't just be playing all the time, basically.
How's fatherhood changed you? Because you got a chapter called Everything I Need to Know About Life I Learned from My Girls. I got 4 girls. You got 2, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How does fatherhood change you?
I mean, it really like showed me life outside of my own personal perspective as far as how I approach the day, you know what I mean? Like, and living for others kind of thing, which was like very different, you know? Like when you're in a relationship, it's different. Like you're still both grown individuals, so you expect the other individual to like be able to take care of, you know, certain basics or whatever because they grown. But with a child, it's like, no, they need you for everything. You know what I'm saying? In their first few years or the first decade or, you know, even for the rest of their life, whatever it is, they need you in such a way that it's like it never turns off, and I had never really experienced that, you know what I mean, where it's like you have to be aware of and know what's going on with your kids like on a 24-hour basis, you know, 365. It's not like you can take a week off just because it's Christmas.
That's right. And what did you learn? What have you learned from your girls?
Patience, definitely a lot of patience, emotion, like being able to like just embrace having emotional moments, you know what I mean, because when we were growing up, it was either suck it up, take a lap, do this or that and the other kind of thing, and never really like sit in what's really bothering you kind of thing and shake it off. You know what I mean? Like we had all those kind of like sayings from coaches and things like that, or, you know, just growing up as a man, you know, like, you know, be a man, suck it up kind of thing. And you would hear that. But they taught me like it's okay to, you know, feel these feelings kind of thing and like understand what may be causing them and kind of work through it. But also like the perspective of a child, because we go around like, you know, kind of looking and not really seeing the world maybe just because we're seeing it at our height. You know what I mean? When you're smaller, you know, you see probably a bigger picture and stuff like that. Kind of stop and smell the roses kind of vibe, basically. Yeah.
Who's your biggest critic?
Myself. Yep. Because I'm the one that sees it all. You know what I'm saying? Like some people watch things and they just enjoy it surface level, but I'm watching like, oh snap, my shoes untied, or, you know, little like Like my hair, I need a haircut.
You still got a hairline though.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? That's all a black man can ask for. You know what I'm saying? You get to a certain age, you still got a hairline. God bless you, bro.
God bless.
Oh my God.
Now you and Kel just reconnected too, but not just reconnected, but y'all did Good Burger too.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my brother, man. Word.
Now I don't know if to say how did y'all get back on good terms, because I don't know if y'all was ever on bad terms.
No, and I don't think. I mean, but at the same time, hearsay and stuff like that can push it in that direction if you don't get like the real answer from the individual. And since there was a period where we weren't really in that much communication, there were probably inklings of that kind of energy or whatever. But once we actually did speak on the phone, because we were doing a Good Burger sketch on the Tonight Show or whatever, and we hadn't spoken in years, you know what I'm saying? And we knew we had to like at least talk before we go perform to each other. It was a 2-second reconciliation, you know what I mean? It was like time had never gone by, basically. It felt like such a blessing to me, and I feel like to him as well, to have each other back in each other's lives, you know what I mean? Because we do work so well together, and we had established, something so beloved that it would be a crime to kind of just let it go into the wind just because, we wanted, individual career identities kind of thing. We didn't always want to be just Keenan and Kel. Like, my name is Keenan Thompson and his name is Kel Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? And like, not a lot of people were willing to recognize that at the time. So that's kind of like where that drift apart started happening. And then, as life does, like different experiences are happening. So it just takes you, and then the next thing you look up and we haven't spoken in 7 years or something crazy like that, or 10 or whatever it was. So for us to reconcile and do the Good Burger sketch, that was 6-7 years ago, something like that. That was really, really nice. And then
that was sparked the Good Burger too?
That's kind of sparked like, yo, I think we need to do this. And they were going to do a cartoon. And it was like, I think you should do the movie first and then do the cartoon. Like, everybody's been kind of asking for a sequel since the first one kind of thing. It's like, if you're going to get back into that world, you might as well do the second one, especially if we're here, you know what I'm saying? And we're young enough to like still do it with a passion and this, that, and the other, and try to make a good movie. So, luckily we were able to like put it together and like get it greenlit, shot it in Rhode Island, like thanks to Artists for Artists and my business partner, Johnny Ryan, who's from there, and like,
that's your production company, right?
Yeah. Got a bunch of like, whatever tax credits to make the budget make sense, and it was good for me because it was right up the street, you know what I mean? And my girls were in school till late June or something like that, so they were able to take the train up on the weekend, you know what I mean? As opposed to like having to shoot it in the middle of nowhere or something like that. So it all became, a good positive thing. And then we actually made something that people enjoyed, you know what I'm saying? And then it broke records, you know what I'm saying?
Debuted as Paramount's Plus's most watched original film ever.
Ever. Several weeks at #1, this, that, and the other. So like it was all very positive. And it was positive for our company because it was like, we making history too. Took the first Paramount movie to Rhode Island kind of thing, you know what I mean? So it was just like all around really good. And then also setting up as the Keenan and Kel world continues to grow now, you know what I'm saying? Because we know we can go work on this project, if he got a project, he can go do it. If I got a project, I can go do it. But if we come together and do something, we know it's going to be like pretty dynamic. So that's a beautiful thing, because we laid a lot of track work early as opposed to like having to figure it out middle-aged.
That's right. The cartoon was happening?
I don't know. I think there's an opportunity to do even a third one before we do the cartoon kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Just because the second one did so well, you can continue that world and keep on getting it,
Absolutely. All right. Well, we appreciate you for joining us, brother.
Keenan Thompson, man.
Get his new book, When I Was Your Age, Life Lessons, Funny Stories, and Questionable Parenting Advice from a Professional Clown. Yeah. And thank you for joining us, Keenan Thompson.
Man, we keep everything legal.
There you go. Keenan Thompson is The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
That's right, man. Salute to the good brother Keenan Thompson for pulling up.
That's right.
Longest running cast member on SNL.
That's right.
He has a new book out right now. Come on, man. You're supposed to tell me the name of it.
I know it is. When I Was Your Age, Life Lessons, Funny Stories, and Questionable Parenting Advice from a Professional Clown.
That's right. Good brother Keenan Thompson is, man. One of the good guys. He don't bother nobody. He stay out the way,
That's right.
And you can go watch the full interview on Breakfast Club YouTube page right now. How long is it? Like 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, the full interview is like 45 minutes. And if you know Keenan, he don't like to talk.
That's right.
So to get 45 minutes out of Keenan Thompson, okay, and he ain't doing no sketches, all right, is a good thing.
That's right.
So go check it out.
Well, good morning, everybody. Again, we are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Justin Timberlake.
Rumor has it, rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Right. Now, Justin Timberlake was trending. He was performing, and he retracted his apology, and people believe that a retraction was from both Britney Spears and... Oh, Britney Spears, right? It wasn't Janet Jackson. It was Britney Spears they were saying it was. Yeah, Britney Spears. Let's hear what he said.
I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize to absolutely nobody.
People were mad at him, saying that, well, he apologized. They were saying it was Janet Jackson and Britney Spears. They were mad at him for that.
What did the kids say? And by the kids, I mean gays. We don't care about that old tea. That tea is what, from the 2000s, the 90s? We don't care about that old tea. Don't care about him apologizing to Britney.
Well, that's what they were saying. Because he apologized recently, I thought, right?
Hey,
right before she wrote the book.
Nobody cares.
Okay.
I mean, by the way, the only people that care in that situation is the person that he should be apologizing to. So send her a DM.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Anything else you're doing in the public, that just seems like a publicity stunt.
All right.
Because only got a record out, then you just put a record out or something?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like anytime I see people doing stuff like that around projects, it feels like they're just trying to promote that project. So if it's a real apology, you send it directly to that person, and you should have sent that in 1999 or 2000 or whenever this all happened.
I don't know. I'm just telling you because that's what they told me that people care about. I don't even know Justin Timberlake got no record.
What did the kids say? We don't care about that old tea.
All right. Now, Tiffany Haddish's 2 misdemeanor DUI charges have been dropped after she appeared in a Los Angeles court yesterday. She accepted a plea deal of reckless driving in California. She agreed to a simple vehicle code violation and not driving under the influence. That charge was dismissed.
That's good. Drunk driving is whack. Mm-hmm. You know? So I'm sure Tiffany will learn from this.
Now, Danny Lay was arrested for DUI hit and run in Miami. She was reportedly seen speeding and swerving. Police found an empty bottle of vodka. She's reportedly been sentenced to 5 years of probation. Her victim also filed a civil lawsuit against her, but the status of that suit is still pending.
Damn, drunk driving is whack. I'm sure Danny Lay will learn from that too. Mm-hmm. And if not, somebody will.
Yep, and lastly, people showed a lot of concern for NBA YoungBoy. He posted a picture yesterday. He was laying on the floor. He had looks like a cup of syrup or a styrofoam cup filled with ice, and he had a bunch of pills laying on the floor. People were very concerned and hoping that he wasn't, using drugs or he had substance abuse problems, and was hoping if he did have a problem, he was going to rehab to fix that problem. Did you see the picture?
I did see the picture, and I'm starting to realize how slow people are.
Why?
Clearly, somebody took that picture. Clearly,
he didn't take it. It wasn't a selfie.
But clearly, he allowed somebody to take the picture. It had a caption and everything. What was the caption?
Caption was... I had it here. Oh, he said, that's why I don't pick up the phone when it ring?
He's clearly promoting something, y'all. Come on, man. Clearly, it's a video. He's doing something. He didn't just... It's not like somebody snuck and took a picture of him or snuck and took a video of him in that position. That is clearly curated, y'all. Come on, man. What are we doing?
I'm just telling you what you want me to do. Look, this is my last day. Right?
That's right. Jess with the mess.
This is my last day.
Starts on Monday.
This is my last day on the job. I'm doing this.
This is our last day as a duo.
So this is my last day. This is my last day of doing this.
We did a year.
I'm happy.
We did a whole tour just as a duo.
That's right.
We did a whole tour just as a duo.
That's right.
Okay, so but the band is back together on Monday.
Hey, thank God.
With a new member.
I'm tired of doing this, and that
Just
is your
hilarious.
report.
Okay.
But
I'm just telling you that picture, that's clearly curated.
I know what it was.
But I'm just saying, I saw people saying that yesterday, we're showing concern. I'm thinking that, somebody caught him in a compromising position or snuck a video or something.
No.
He took that picture or had somebody take it, posted it with a nice caption. He's clearly promoting something, y'all.
Absolutely.
Come on, stop, man.
Okay.
Didn't we just get y'all for the past 3 weeks? Didn't we just do this to y'all?
Didn't we do the same thing to y'all?
You know what? I'm going to keep doing it because y'all stupid. I'm tired of just the white man taking advantage.
You're not playing with me. Jess better be here Monday. I'm not playing with me. Jess, you listening? You better be here on Monday. I ain't playing with y'all. I ain't doing rumors no more. Oh, wow. You took the tag off one of your pieces of clothes?
What are you talking about, man? This is old. Shut up. What's wrong with you? Why are you so excited about that?
You usually don't take the tags off your clothes. That's what I'm asking.
Boy, if you don't stop telling all my secrets, okay? I don't keep nothing. If you see me with something nice on, you know it's going back.
All right.
That's why Ty mad at me right now.
Ty told you about that, your stylist. He told you shut your ass up. Get her in trouble. Good morning, Ty. That is your room report. Who you giving that donkey to, man?
Man, 4 after the hour, we need a man from Virginia named Buzzin Bear. I think that's how you pronounce his
Definitely
name.
don't sound right.
This man, has dealt with something that all of us deal with on a daily basis. Well, a lot of us deal with on a daily basis. But the way he reacted to it got him donkey of the day. We'll discuss.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's the breakfast. What music are you playing? What music was that?
I have no idea what that is. What was that? Seriously, what is that, Eddie? What's going on?
Jay Carter.
It's who?
Jay Carter.
Oh, Jay Carter.
Who is Jay Carter?
Oh, a young artist? All right, Donkey's next. It's the Breakfast Club. Come on.
Ring a bell. The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkeys of the day, ask Charlamagne.
I'm a Democrat, so being Donkey of the Day is a little bit of a mixed way.
So like a donkey. Yeehaw. Okay. Donkey of the day. The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Now, I've been called a lot in my 23 years, but Donkey of the Day is a new one.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Friday, February 2nd, second day of Black History Month, goes to a former... Where the music at, Eddie? Okay, now we talking. Goes to a former Target worker from Virginia named Buzzin Bear. I think that's his name. Who has been sentenced to a whole century in prison, 100 years. I have no idea why judges be playing with people like that. Like, what is the point? Just sentence me to forever, okay? Just sentence me to for all of eternity. Matter of fact, just let me ask the judge a question. Judge, am I ever getting out? And the judge can simply say no, period, okay? Anything sounds better than 100 years. My brain can't even process that. If a judge gives you 100 years, you should automatically be granted permission to run and swan dive over the desk at that judge. Okay, that's when you're supposed to make those kinds of leaps. But once again, as I tell y'all every other day, life is about choices. Okay, destiny is not a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice. And Buzzin Bear made a very poor choice. Now, today's Donkey of the Day is a teachable moment because so many people have been faced with the challenge that Buzzin was faced with. So many people every day who listen to the Breakfast Club have had to deal with what Buzzin has had to deal with, okay? But I bet you handled it better than he did. What are you talking about, Uncle Charlotte? Well, let's go to ABC 7 News. ABC 7 News on your side for the report, please.
New at 4, a judge is sentencing an Alexandria man to 100 years in prison after he killed his co-worker in a Target parking lot in Bailey's Crossroads. Back in 2021, 25-year-old Buzzin Bear killed Hernan Levia. During the trial, prosecutors argued that Barry planned the murder after his co-worker took his lunch from the office fridge. Days later, Barry attacked the victim and stabbed him several times after their work shift. Barry pleaded guilty to first-degree murder in October.
Lunch, bruh. You killed someone because they stole your lunch out of the fridge at work, because they stole your food out of the refrigerator. I understand sometimes life is about principle. Okay, I get it. He thought you was soft. You had to show him otherwise. But now what? You killed someone over lunch only to go to prison and end up being someone's snack. And you're going to be somebody's snack. Okay, the same way the man you killed ate your lunch, trust and believe, someone is going to eat your ass the exact same way. And you're going to return the favor, because what else do you have to do over the next 100 years? And he's only 25. Little young tender. Okay, I'm telling you, people are sick out here. All right, folks need psychiatric help. So many people that are walking amongst us need to be under somebody's care. They need to be medicated. I don't know what this man was dealing with. I don't know what he was going through, but whatever it was, this situation puts him over the edge. Okay, you don't just go 0 to 60 over a sandwich. All right, this must have been a meal his grandmother or mother cooked, and he brought the leftovers with him to work. This had to be some sort of comfort food. Like, this food had to have some sentimental value, okay? It had to be something that this man was looking forward to, and you had the audacity to steal it, eat it, and then just come back to work like it's all good. Caused the man to snap. Okay, I can't believe I have to say this, but I don't care how disgruntled you are. There is not a chicken salad anywhere on this planet that's good enough to take somebody's life and get a century in prison. I don't even know if he was eating chicken salad, but wouldn't it be ironic if he did all of this for a tossed salad only to end up in prison tossing salads for the next 100 years? Listen to me, though, man. There's a lot of things that's interesting to me about this story, but one that stands out is he thought about this. When you read the report, he thought about this. It's a premeditated murder. He didn't look in the fridge and see his lunch was stolen. He went home, okay, and said, he didn't just look in the fridge and see his lunch was stolen and then, confront the man right there. He went home and said he spent the next few days plotting his revenge. Think about that. He went home for 3 days and plotted his revenge. And this is why things like meditation is so important, breathing exercises, having someone to talk to. You mean to tell me over the course of 3 days, he couldn't let go of the fact that his tuna sandwich got stolen? His homemade pizza or peanut butter jelly sandwich got took and he couldn't shake that off? This man had severe anger issues that he never got the help for, and that is the moral of the story. Anger resembles fire, and like the fire, if you keep feeding it, it will get stronger and harm you. If you stop feeding anger with your attention, it will fade away. 3 days? This man held this for 3 days. Not one of those days did he have lunch. One lunch after the lunch that got stolen will remind him that lunch goes on. He was moving like he only had one lunch to live. And that's not how lunch works. Listen, we must be willing to let go of the lunch we planned so as to have the lunch that is waiting for us. Not you, Bazin. No. The lunch that is waiting for you right now is 2 mixed grain sandwiches, 1 roast beef relish and salad, our tomato, mayo and salad, 1 egg, mayonnaise and salad, and 1 serving of fresh fruit. That's what's waiting for you for the next 100 years. Dinner gonna go crazy though. 1, maybe 2 blue vein sausages. Okay. That beef whistle you gotta blow on because it may be too hot. Okay?
Christ.
Yeah, you don't even want to see that custard launcher for dessert. Okay? Please give Bazin Bear the biggest hee-haw. Crazy world we living in, y'all.
I gotta hear both sides.
What you mean you gotta hear both sides?
Gotta hear both sides.
What's the other side? There's never a reason you to kill a man over getting your lunch stolen at work, and then you doing 100 years. What's the other side?
Let's take it out of this situation for a second, right? We got 60 seconds, right? Let's just take it out of this side for a second. Let's say
what side?
Let's just
I don't even know what side you want to make no sense.
Let's take it away from this situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say my name is Rashawn, right?
Your name is Rashawn, you stupid idiot.
I'm 5'4", let's say. I'm small. I've been being picked on my whole life. I go to work. I get a sandwich that my mama made me. My only sandwich, because maybe I can't afford it. Right? So this is my sandwich.
Are you trying to justify this man killing somebody?
I'm not justifying anything. Would you listen to me?
No, we don't need to listen to you.
So now...
You know what you need to do? Put a meat popsicle in your mouth right now and shut up. Okay? There's no way you're going to justify
I'm not justifying, but I'm just saying he's been bullied, right? Now this guy takes his sandwich. This guy, I'm not saying this is the situation. This guy picks on Rashawn, takes my Rashawn sandwich. Now I come to work. I see this guy every day. He's laughing at me. I can't beat him physically. So I do something stupid.
Nick, put your one-eyed yogurt slinger in this guy's mouth and shut him up. Okay? The hell is he talking about over there? Huh? Jesus Christ, man. Shut up.
I don't want to play with nothing one-eyed, all right?
Just shut up. Jesus
Yogurt slinger. All right. You're disgusting.
What?
You're disgusting.
Why am I disgusting?
All these terms. You had these terms in the back of your something.
Oh, please.
All right. Well, thank you for that.
Speaking of back of something, you want me to put my tonsil tickler back?
See, he just messed. He must have a bunch of these, and he's just ready to fire off. Your tonsil tickler, like, come on, all right.
Up.
This guy here.
Oh man.
All right. When we come back.
Mm-hmm.
See, back. Say something. I know you got one waiting.
I do not.
I know you got one waiting.
Nope, I do not.
When we come back, Dr. Joseph Puma will be joining us. All right. Now, he is the founder and president of Soaring Medical. Now, this month is Heart Awareness Month, and
yes,
we're going to be
is.
talking to him about things, what we should be doing to make sure our heart is running the right way, our heart is running safe, and that we can live a lot longer.
See, that's what anxiety does to you, right? It plays tricks on you. So, the end of last year, not the end of last year, the end of the year before that. What was the year before that?
2022.
Okay, yeah, Dr. Puma does.
Yes. And we're going to talk to him when we come back, all right? It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Dr. Joseph Puma is here.
Dr. Puma, welcome.
Thank you for inviting me.
Now, if
Dr. Puma's been here before.
Yes.
But it's very important to note that February is American Heart Month.
Correct.
Yes, as well as Black History Month, of course.
That's right.
But that's why we have him here today to talk about all things heart health.
Now, for people that don't know or didn't hear when you were here previously, tell people what you do.
I'm a cardiologist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the founder of Sorin Medical, which is the largest independent cardiology practice in New York City. My goals are to democratize healthcare. Objectively, we've won an award 4 quarters in a row for the #1 heart scan in America, the highest quality imaging.
Mm-hmm.
We're insurance-based. We take care of everybody that comes through our doors, whether they're a billionaire or they're undomiciled.
Mm-hmm.
Our goal is to be part of the communities that we work in and to try and educate and help people live long.
Could you tell people what the Sorin heart scan is, Dr. Puma?
So when we image the heart, we're basically using a camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Sorin heart scan uses the fastest camera available in the world. It's a CAT scan. It's the only one of its kind in New York City dedicated to evaluating heart disease. In a 3 to 4 minute scan, we're able to see the arteries in the heart, see if there's any blockage, to see if there's any plaque, buildup of beginning of blockage, calcification. We can see the heart chambers, the major arteries in the body, the aorta, pulmonary arteries. In addition, we get a limited view of the lungs and other structures. But it's the most accurate scan. It takes 3-4 minutes. It's eliminated the need for having stress testing. And more importantly, it's eliminated the need, and this is all peer-reviewed, published data, eliminated the need by almost half for having invasive heart catheterizations where you have to go in the hospital and we have to put catheters in. So a simple test. Charlamagne, I think you're right. You've been a big promoter of mental health. And, about half the people that come to a cardiologist have symptoms that sound like it's from their heart, but it's often just from anxiety and stress. And so often that one simple scan, if it's completely normal, like yours, DJ Envy, was perfectly normal, could put your mind at ease and allow you to get on with your life without worry.
Now you did my scan a couple of months ago, and I was very nervous. I guess nervous about finding out, right? I think that's what most people like. Most people don't want to find out if something is wrong, right?
Shoot, I do when it comes to the heart, because tell them about that Widowmaker, Doc.
Yeah, so again, just from the standpoint of understanding heart disease better, a third of people who have heart attacks never even knew they had heart disease before they had them. A third of people who have heart attacks die the day they have their heart attack. So it's not pleasant. So some of this is silent. It grows as time goes on, right? Especially if you have risk factors, high blood pressure, diabetes, smoke, you're overweight, you're sedentary, if you have high cholesterol or a family history of heart disease. Okay, these are all the things that as time goes on, the body changes and you're building up plaque and blockage in the arteries. But once you have the test, even if you have a severe blockage, we can easily treat it. 9 out of 10 times, if a blockage is severe, the flow is limited through the artery, and we have some objective approaches to figuring that out. 9 out of 10 times, we can treat it with a stent, which is an outpatient procedure. Unfortunately, 1 in 10 times, you might need open heart surgery.
Yikes.
But it's proven you'll live longer. So just show up. It's simple things. As a community, as physicians, we can do screenings, for instance, in the local churches, barbershops, anywhere really, schools. And once you have that information, DJ Envy, then it's just a matter of finding a doctor or a healthcare provider that you have faith in, that you trust, and working with them to get on the right medicines and monitor and control your blood pressure or your cholesterol or your diabetes.
What I find interesting is that young black people are living with diseases more common at older ages. They're living with these diseases that are usually more common at older ages. That's scary.
That's exactly right. In the black community compared to the white community, if the rate of high blood pressure in blacks between 35 and 49 is 50% higher.
Wow.
Than whites. The rate of diabetes is 40% higher. And if you have these chronic diseases earlier, they're more likely over time to cause complications, to have problems, to cause heart attack and stroke. And even at 65, heart disease is blacks are 50% more likely to die of heart disease than whites. So these are chronic problems that can cause devastating acute complications. And so finding it early and treating it and following with the doctor. From a physician standpoint, it's our job to make it easy. It's our job to listen. It's our job to build a relationship. It's our job to make sure when you have a test, for instance, you get the results of the test. And we explain to you, clearly in language you can understand what the implications are and how best to treat it.
All right, we got more with Dr. Puma when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We have Dr. Puma here. Now, it's Black History Month, but it's also American Heart Month in February. We're talking to him about healthy heart awareness. I was going to ask if you just, go over some of the stuff. So what are you looking for when you're actually doing the scan of the heart? Now, is it easy to detect plaque? And where somebody does have plaque or somebody does have a problem, you can actually fix the problem right then and there, correct? In most cases?
In most cases, in New York State, we still have to bring it to the hospital to do it. Although, as you reflect, we have an ambulatory surgical center in Lower Manhattan, and we can fix lots of problems there, but we're not allowed to go into the heart yet. So we still have to do it in the hospital. But if we see a widowmaker lesion, we'll get you in the hospital same day or next morning. But the images we get two things. We get images of the arteries as if we did a catheterization, so we can see blockage. And then we do a what's called a heart flow. It's a company in California that has this amazing artificial intelligence software that can give us an objective assessment of flow in the artery. And we have some cut points that tell us if it's significant or not, any of the plaques, and that they...
It's American Heart Month. What should people be doing right now, Dr. Puma?
So, get your blood pressure checked. Get blood tests. Check your sugar levels, okay? Go see your doctor. If you don't want to do that or you can't do that, let's start getting healthy. Get off the couch. You don't need to train for the marathon. How about we just get off the couch or, on the way home from work, before you go in, take a brisk walk around the block. In a few weeks, try 2 walks, 2 blocks. Just start getting active. But I think that, February is a great month because it's a great reset month. We think about it, we talk about it, and hopefully it encourages people to take charge of their health.
I have one last question. Signs of a heart attack. What are the typical signs of a heart attack?
Yeah, that's actually a great question, and that's the reason why so many people with anxiety come in. So the typical signs of a heart attack, if you're watching George Clooney in ER, let's say, is you get tightness, pressure, like a crushing sensation in your chest. We call it chest pain, but most people say it's not really a pain. Okay, it's a crushing pressure in your chest. You get short of breath. You can get diaphoretic, which means cold, clammy, and sweaty. The symptoms often radiate to the left arm associated with numbness, and we're not really sure why that occurs. The problem is, in women and in diabetic, they get atypical symptoms. What I just described are the typical symptoms. So I'd expect a man like yourself to have those symptoms. But women and diabetics can get atypical symptoms. They can feel fatigued. They can feel a little short of breath. They might feel indigestion-like symptom. People who have sharp chest pain that increases when they take a deep breath, chest pain that occurs, when they do a particular motion, go to pick up a box or reach for something. That's almost always not from your heart. That's almost always musculoskeletal. But let's go back to anxiety. When you're anxious, your heart rate goes up, you hyperventilate, you can get tightness in your chest, it becomes hard to breathe, and you can get numbness in your arm. So it could be exactly the same. The point is, you're not alone out there. There's people to help you. Go seek attention. Take charge of your health. Get the answer you need so you can rid yourself of some of this anxiety. That doesn't mean the anxiety will go away. You might still have anxiety and panic attack. But at least now you'll have the information to know I'm not having a heart attack.
That's right. And that alone takes away some of the anxiety and the stress.
Yeah.
Give me your information, Dr. Puma. Tell me where to find you.
SorenMedicalNY.com. You can find us there. And we accept everyone and anyone, regardless of your insurance status or ability to pay. We're here for the communities that we serve. Thank you all for having me here. I really appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Puma. We appreciate you for joining us.
Absolutely. Always.
Thank you so much. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time for Pass the Aux.
Go, go, that's my DJ. Say go, DJ. That's my DJ. Yeah, DJ, come spin now, come spin.
What's up, Nyla?
Big Nyla.
Hi, guys.
Nylana.
Happy Friday.
You're doing a lot of sniffling over there for somebody who ain't had no COVID test.
I haven't sniffled not one time.
You've been sniffling the whole time.
Since
you sound
cameras,
stuffy. Are you taking care of yourself in Atlanta?
Nah, I'm pretty exhausted.
Breathe.
I am.
Yeah, because you've been traveling. Where you been? I saw you in Philly last night.
LA.
I was in Philly last night with the girls from Reasonably Shady, Giselle and Robin. I really like them.
Salute to Reasonably Shady. You can listen to the Reasonably Shady podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network. They popping.
Yeah, and their live show is very, very entertaining.
It was sold out?
Yeah.
Yep, of course.
City Winery. And then I had my live event in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much sold out. It was
Your Certified Vibe, which is basically Past the Aux Live.
Yes.
Yes, I saw a lot of people there. I saw Rhapsody there. Who else was there?
Rhapsody pulled up. Dustin Conrad pulled up. Sabrina Claudia. Like, these are just, casual artists. But even, like, I started handing the mic around for people who can sing, like, during intermission. There's a lot of dope singers that can actually sing that I'm now tapping in with, so.
That's dope.
LA was great.
You know that club you had it at, that was the Peppermint Club?
Peppermint
Lounge at Peppermint
I think
Club.
that's where Nipsey had his Victory Lap album release party. When they saw you out there, somebody said that to me. So that place means a lot, is what I'm saying.
I love that.
Yes.
Man, yeah, no, I'm exhausted, though. It was a good week, but it was a lot.
Then you going back to Atlanta next week?
Yeah.
Or are you done?
No, I'm still there.
It was his Grammy celebration. That's what. At the Peppermint Club.
Oh, okay.
Remember all those pictures with him and Jay-Z and all of that? That's what that was.
Fire.
Yes.
Yeah, they have a great aesthetic. But we're going to be back in Brooklyn on February 16th, R&B night for Valentine's Day, so make sure you guys tap in. But all right, let's get into some new music. Today I want to start with, since it's that Mexican OT's birthday, and I'm a big fan of him. He finally did a record with DaBaby. People think that they kind of rap alike.
Why do you call him that Mexican?
That's his name.
That's his name, the Mexican.
Oh, I thought she was like, since it's that Mexican OT's birthday.
I'm not, no.
Damn.
That's his name. That's not racist. That's his name.
How do you feel about the border crisis, Nyla?
Yo, play the record, please.
Hey, Mexican OT so hard. Dropping a clues bomb for Mexican OT. I'm just playing. I know who Mexican OT is. Mexican OT is dope. Like, really dope.
Yes.
Really dope.
Great flow. Next, speaking of great flows, JT just dropped a single. I know they were talking about how they were having problems releasing music, so I'm just glad to see she's back outside. And her new song is called Sideways.
See, okay, Nyla, I love when you come in here with some rappers now.
She got a video out, too. She dropped a video for it, too.
Salute to JT.
Shout out to JT.
JT can snap, all right? JT gets busy.
That's
and JT
okay.
don't want to do nothing but rap, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't think y'all realize that. JT ain't with none of the other stuff. JT wants to rap. She won't be in that studio rapping, so salute to JT.
Yeah, she's always had a strong pen.
Mm-hmm.
Always. But last but not least, I'm going to go with my brother, Ruben Vincent. Now, this record is actually unreleased, but he's gearing up to drop a project.
You about 3 for 3. Because Ruben gets busy. Let me hear this.
Wait. Before we get into it, I just want to say it's like an Afro hip-hop blend, which I think is unique and very true to him because he's Liberian.
Dropping the clues bombs for Ruben Vincent, man. Charlotte, North Carolina, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Charlotte, North Carolina's on 704. Nyla picked some rappers today. I like that. Nyla, Mexican OT, JT, Ruben Vincent. Okay.
Yeah, it's a good week. It's a good week. I'm glad you guys like it. Make sure you guys tap into the playlist. All right, it's Certified Vibe Live playlist. Make sure you guys tune in. You can follow me on Instagram at NYLASYMONEEE. Stay updated with everything we just talked about.
How many more weeks you got in Atlanta?
2 more.
Damn. Hurry. All right, come on. Hurry up. You over it. You down there getting sick?
I don't think this is from Atlanta. I really think this is from LA.
Damn.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you, Nyla. And again, let me shout out to, before we get to the mix, I want to shout out to Kwame Uwachi. I know I said his name wrong.
So why
he owns the restaurant Tatiana in New York City. His last name is ONWUACHI. He has a restaurant called Tatiana. They infuse African and West Indian food. Really, really dope. It's at Lincoln Center. I had a great time last night. I took my wife there for her birthday. It was just really dope. If you love African food or West Indian food, the way they infuse it, whether it's
Lincoln Center's in Hudson Yards, right?
No, Lincoln Center's like on 60th, 70th.
I think I heard of that spot.
Price rises at $1 sign, $2 signs, or $3 sign.
I played with my Amex. I don't know what dollar sign it was.
Oh God.
Yeah, but it was a great time. I had a lovely time last night. I want to salute to them and his staff, and the fact that he's a brother and owns his own restaurant in New York City, which is really, really dope. I just wanted to salute to him and his staff. We had a great time last night for her birthday. All right, now let's get to the mix. We throw it back. 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's Black History Month. What we doing, Charlamagne?
Man, salute to my guy B. Dot. B. Dot hosts a podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network. And the podcast is called I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either. It's only it's a specialty podcast that we only do during Black History Month. So every day during Black History Month, B. Dot gives you some black history that you may not have known. And today he's going to tell you about one of the first HBCUs that was originally a prison, Virginia Union University. Let's discuss.
B-Dot here, and being a product of Winston-Salem State University, I thought I was very familiar with Virginia Union University. I mean, we play the Panthers in football, basketball, all the sports, highly competitive. I mean, you could almost say they're our rivals. But what I didn't know was that Virginia Union went from incarcerating black folks to educating black folks. Sorta. To understand how Virginia Union was founded, you gotta know who Robert Lumpkin and Mary are. See, in the 1830s, Robert Lumpkin, he purchased Mary when she was a child. By the time she was 13, she had given birth to Rob's first child. Then she messed around and gave him 4 more. Robert Lumpkin was 27 years older than Mary. That means when she was 13, having his first child, old Rob was 40. In 1844, Rob bought a jail called Lumpkin's Jail. They said it was one of the 7 most cruel prisons in the South. They gave it a nickname, the Devil's Half Acre. In 1866, Rob died. See, by then, Mary and her kids were living in Philadelphia. They relocated there during the Civil War. But in his will, Rob left the jail to Mary. But she didn't want nothing to do with that prison. So along came an abolitionist minister. His name was Nathaniel Culver. And he was looking for a space to start a seminary for formerly enslaved individuals. And Mary very gladly leased him the land. See, the northern teachers of that time, they found it necessary not just to educate the former enslaved individuals, but the white folks in the South that hadn't been educated to the same degree as the white folks in the North as well. Now, this is all post-Civil War. So once Clove gets a hold of the Devil's Half Acre, his workers go in there and tear up all the cells. They take the bars off and they turn the cells into classrooms. There, they started teaching black kids and birthed Richmond Theological Schools of Freedmen. It even got a new nickname, from the Devil's Half Acre to God's Half Acre. The Richmond Theological School of Freedmen became the first institution of higher education for black folks in Virginia. In 1932, they merged with the first College of African American Women in Virginia and became one of the first established HBCUs, Virginia Union University. And I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either.
All right, that's dope. Just fun fact, Virginia Union was the only HBCU that gave me a full ride, a scholarship for full ride.
So why you ain't go there?
Because Hampton looks so much better. I want to go to Hampton University.
Wow.
My parents were upset about it too, because Virginia Union was going to give me everything, but we had to pay for Hampton.
Yeah, I think you should have. Your life turned out fine.
I'm fine. I think I did all right. So shout out to all the HBCUs. You want to tell them where they can hear the rest of it, Charlamagne?
Yes, you can listen to I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network. B-Dot puts out episodes over the weekend, so there will be new episodes tomorrow and Sunday. Like I said, every day during Black History Month, all right?
All right. When we come back, positive notice, The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Nyla is still here. Charlamagne, you all right?
I am great, man. I am blessed, black, and highly favored.
Because it's the last day of the duo.
I am not sad. I am extremely happy.
They're talking about it all day.
That's right. I've been talking about it all day.
Looking in my eyes all day.
I can't wait for Jess Hilarious to get here on Monday.
I don't think the chemistry is going to change at all.
It's the last day of the duo.
The good sister Jess Hilarious will be starting on Monday, so you'll be getting your Jess with the mess.
That's
you'll
right.
be getting your ass Jess next week. Jess Hilarious has officially joined the Breakfast Club. What I said?
I don't know what you said, but it just fixed my mess.
Yes, just fix my mess. And also, make sure you check out the Carefully Reckless podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network. That is Just Hilarious' podcast. If you want Jess to fix your mess and you can't get through to the Breakfast Club, you can send in your emails or call into the podcast.
That's right.
Yes, but I don't know the number, so.
Jesus. You got to
go listen to it. Yes, the positive note is simply this, man. As you get older, you will understand more and more that it's not about what you look like or what you own. It's all about the person you've become. Y'all have a great weekend.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?